Okay.
You need to do that again. I will sure will.
All right. We sit anywhere, right?
Yes, wherever you can find a seat. You want a catalog? You want a catalog?
My catalog. Yeah, that's nice. Another big, huge, heavy book.
You can get a free T-shirt down there.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing fine.
It's a full house.
It is, isn't it? Hey,
How are you?
I'm good. How about you? You need a catalog? There you go. And there's free T-shirts down front, okay?
Oh, that's the key. Yeah. It's lovely.
Welcome to Owensboro Community Technical College's first year experience course. Your host, Dr. Meredith Skaggs and Mr. Kevin Beardmore. And now, get ready to race to success.
Now, we've been over this a lot of times, Meredith. It's race to success, and you're going to get there faster in a car. Okay? We all know it. Quality? Quality of what?
The history and the value, the condition of Kentucky. When people are on Pinterest thinking about Kentucky, they're like fast horses. That's what this is, what we are. We race.
Well, I don't think you've been to a NASCAR race recently. Because let me tell you, that's where it's at. But I do have a little clearer, though. I'm telling you, these horses are on top of my flags. Okay. I'm sorry. We should get back to you guys. Let me go ahead and tell you a little bit more about this course. So let's jump right on in. You're an FYE 100, Strategies for College Success. So what's this all about? Who, what, where, when, why? Well, let's go. First of all, this course is about you. You're thinking to yourself, why do I have to take this? This course is for you because in college, it isn't all about what your high school teachers want you to do or what your parents want you to do. It's about what you want to do. We're here in helping you get to know yourself and your strengths and what you want to do with your life. It's about your future, where you're going, your personal and professional goals. And let's go, it's about knowing you. We're here to help you get there. Or as I like to say, I'm your pit crew. I'm not quite sure. I guess you're their jockey. Are you going to ride on this with the fact that you're going to do that?
I'm here every day.
Well, you know, it is true. They don't give you, I mean, really, I know the jockeys win money, but they still don't race the horses. So, I guess we build that. But let's jump right on in. Go ahead, Karen.
All right, so this class, as you know, meets from 11 to 12:15, so you've already crushed it day one by being here from 11 to 12:15. Yeah, I like it. So we'll meet for 10 sessions from 11 to 12:15. The first 30 minutes are going to be in this room in Blaine Hall. Every time that you have FYE 100, you're going to come here first. And we'll spend 30 minutes in this room with some of your other fellow first-year experiencers. And we'll talk about a key topic, usually a department on campus, or some just key information that we think is really important for you to be successful as a college student. We call that the general session. And then what will happen is you will get to leave this room. There will be some lemonade right out front, and you will go then to your breakout room. And you'll see a room number Don't panic, it's not up. But those are the rooms that you will go to with the breakout instructors. In the dark hollows along the edges of Labor Hall behind you are breakout instructors. They are friendly, wonderful people, and they will help you get to your room. They will at least direct you to the right building and get you on your way. In your breakout room, there are snacks right there. Yeah! Woo! You're excited.
And they're free. If you like to pay for
Alright, so this class meets 10 weeks. The first 9 sessions are consecutive, so you meet each week in a row. Then we're going to take a break. That break is going to give you time to meet with your academic advisor, get you set up for spring, and then we'll come back together the week of Thanksgiving to wrap this class up. There's also another component. So we have our general session in here. We're going to go out with your breakout instructors. There are also out-of-class activities, which we label as merit activities. Merit is like LinkedIn for college students. So what it will help you do is keep track of some campus events. You'll be required to go to 5 merit-approved activities as a part of this course. There's more information for that coming up, but also in your breakout group. So the general session, what will it normally consist of? It will normally consist of a keynote speaker, like I said. So it'll be something about an important aspect of campus. Today's keynote is going to be about OCTC Wire, and that's about getting you connected and knowing the technology, your email backboard, getting you connected to campus that way. So it will be 15 minutes of quick need-to-know information. If you shuffle your papers back over to where you see what's on the front side, you'll see that it has a list of need-to-know items. All right? All the need-to-know items, those are the really important things for you to know this week. We're going to go over some of those in the general session. We'll talk about them more in your breakout session following this. Every week, you will have a list of need-to-know items you're trying to do. On the other side, you will see where it says 1-minute paper. At the end of the general session, you will have 60 seconds to answer those 3 questions. This piece of paper is really important because it tells your breakout instructor that you showed up here today. This paper is going to look different every class period, and it's going to even be a different color paper every class period. So you need to have this, you need to fill it out, make sure you have your name on it, and you need to make sure it gets to your breakout session so you can cut it in half. This will be your breakout session. And I give the 1-minute paper to your instructor the need-to-know side. In your breakout session, that's where you're going to turn in your 1-minute paper. Then you will prioritize those need-to-know items. You are going to talk about what you think is the most important item on that list. You're going to do that because there's some fun activities to go along with that that Kevin will explain later. It also gives you time to answer some questions, or ask some questions and get the answers. Your breakout instructors may know the answers. Your other students in the class may already have figured out and have answers. No one in the room may have those answers, and then your breakout instructor can go ask for you and come back with those. So it's okay. So we want you to ask questions.
So as far as homework in this class, that racing ticket, which you have in front of you, one side is the racing ticket, your side the 1-minute paper, you're going to try and predict the top 3 need-to-knows as determined by your fellow classmates. In other words, this is kind of like Family Feud. You're going to figure out what the survey says. So you're going to take your best guess at that, and then the person who comes up with the top 3 as identified by everyone will have to do anything went wrong and have a little something for you. You will also, after your breakout session, you have an assignment before next week. And that is a pre-test about next week's topic. We want to customize what happens each week to what you know and don't know. The pre-test gives us those ideas. It's okay to miss the things. We know you don't know our campus as well as we do, but in some cases you already know quite a bit. I know some who are here from Discover College, or classes in high school. We just need to know which things we need to focus on for next week. You have to take the pretest. It's worth points, and you can't get it wrong. However, those pretest questions will show up later on a final where you do need to get them right. So that's why you want to pay attention. The pretest is due by 11 p.m. Sunday night. You will be moved out of this large general session into your breakout instructors. Actually, it's happening right now. Our student records office is making the changes this morning. So by tomorrow morning, you'll see not staff in Blandford Hall, Manage 126. you'll see a breakout instructor in the room you're going to today. And if you do not see that by Friday, email me, contact me, call me, track me down next to the Start Center, and we'll take care of that. You'll also have an instructor assignment in your breakout, and that's up to your instructor. And there are other activities on your syllabus. One of them you're going to hear about in just a little bit. It's going to be a scavenger hunt. So a little bit about your host today. Not much, but a little bit. Meredith.
I am Dr. Meredith Skaggs. I know this is not a day gig. I don't actually race horses. So I am a communication faculty member. I have some fellow public speaking students and in-person students out in the crowd. So hello, y'all. And my office is in the academic building. So if you ever have questions, you can always come and talk here.
But you actually do race horses, or you?
I do show horses.
You do show horses.
I show quarter horses in what we call working cowers and reining. And I have a horse in my house that I showed, and he's a 4-time world champion. So I do ride, I don't race.
So those are like the real deal duds, right?
These are my 12.
I got mine from NASCARscore.com. Let me tell you the real.
These are real silly.
Oh, okay.
But I just don't race.
They're almost as good as NASCAR.com. I'm Mr. Kevin
I'm
Woodward.
a physical base.
I'm Vice President of Team Affairs. Some of you may remember me from the orientation. As I said, I went by the Start Center. If you ever have any question about anything, you can always stop by. You'll learn more about us. So we're going to jump right in and tell you a little bit more. First of all, one of the most important things in your first week classes is what do you call your professor? You know, I've had this problem before. I'm not knowing what to call the professor. I'll call him like Dr. Skaggs, which he might be this case. But sometimes they don't have it. Just, you don't know what, you're not opinion. You can call us Meredith Kevin. You don't even worry about it. You don't call me Mr. Beardmore. You don't call him Dr. Skaggs. But if you want to, you know, that's what you're comfortable with. When I have a boss, I always want to call him Dr. So-and-so because I figure they're my boss. But in the classroom, you do this is the safest thing to do. Just call him professor, whatever. That's always safe. And then they may tell you what they want to be called, then you can use that. So that's all what that is. Now, your snacks come from somewhere. The lemonade is from financial aid, but this week's sponsor is the library. And so right now, please welcome, and as we introduce the library director, Donna Abel.
Okay, we also have John Bledsoe, which is our social services librarian. So we are your librarians. Please use us. We want you to use your library. It's there for you. And what else is happening?
You have a scavenger hunt
Scavenger.
you may not know about, and it will tell you, acquaint you with the library resources that will become increasingly more important as students here at OCTC and your time beyond to go on for 4-year degrees or advanced degrees. So you got through high school on Google and Wikipedia, things are changing for you folks. So scavenger hunt will hopefully give you some more insight.
You will actually be moving up and down steps and so forth. Please ask for help. That's what we're here for. We're here to serve you. So please come. How many of you come to the library already? Wonderful. Well, we want everyone to visit the library. That's again, it's your library. Thank you for being here.
Great, thank you. You may have noticed there's a little timer going on behind them. They nailed it. That was really impressive. But just so you know, if anybody gets long-winded, you're welcome to start applauding when it says, let's thank whoever the person is, okay? We want to keep the class moving along. We want to get you on forward. Oh, that was the horse I just saw in Meredith. That was yours. We told our secret.
We have a keynote today. It's going to be OCT's being wired, and that is about the gadgets to make you connected to campus. So we're going to start off easy, and we're going to work our way up.
Yeah, I have a feeling you're going to know this first one, and I really hope you do. But if you don't, that's okay, because a lot of people I've learned over the years don't know what your username is. Your username is that first initial, last name, and then 4 digits. And so that username is the front end of your email, what comes before the @actcs.edu. So, you know, I thought it was important to show you a few examples of what's wrong. Just a few.
You're not all sassy with email.
Well, they're what?
You're sassy. Okay, so
American NASCAR driver. And he was the first African American to win a Grand National Series race, which is what they call a sprint cup now, because of course they have sponsors for everything too. So just a few little facts there for you here. How about this?
Okay, student ID number is a 9-digit number, and it will look something like this.
And this, I suppose this had, are these significant to you?
They are significant to me, aren't they? All right, so your 9-digit student ID numbers will be really important. So if you ever need to access your class schedule, if you need to have that information, know what that number is. So if you have it saved in your phone, you can. It's on our celebrate radio. We have Kentucky Derby, which is a national holiday. If you don't believe that, you need to change your lifestyle. And then you have the years between the crown winners. You didn't know, American Barrows, first one to win the Triple Crown in 37 years. And then the fastest race, which would be Secretariat 1973 Belmont. These stilts are actually real. They're made in Louisville by an actual stilt company, and they're a replication of Secretariat stilts. Whenever I was little and loved horses, I wanted to dress up with my horse like Secretariat, and I wanted to be a jockey whenever I was 10 years old. So these are some cool facts.
I gotta admit, I did look up after the American Pharaoh and see just how much faster the Secretariat was.
Secretariat crushed it.
Yeah.
No one will ever out there. Even that. Hey, yeah. I got a fan over here.
Oh,
Don't you worry about it.
okay. Well, let me tell you a little bit more, some things you probably know or want to make sure you do. First of all, student self-service. Go to the top of our website. That's where you find access to Blackboard. Blackboard is the course management system where you get all your course materials, your email. It also what's called student self-services. It's PeopleSoft is the company. It also is called Word. But that's how you can log in, see your schedule, see your bill, all those things. There are messages in there. You definitely want to pay attention to those messages. They look like right through the messages waiting for you, like bill's not paid, or anything you need to do. Well, just get in there and explore. Go to your student center and click. You can't break PeopleSoft. Just go in there and explore and see what there is to follow. One thing I'm going to point out at your student center, people always say, how do I print that schedule just like I did at the Start Center? It's actually happening right here. It says PCTCS schedule. There's actually 2 versions of the schedule in PeopleSoft. But you can get the same thing we print for you in the Start Center. Not that we don't want you to come see us, just to another thing, change and reset your password. There's a user account center right there at the top of the website. That's where you're going to have to change that. If you enrolled back in June, you're going to have to change your password very soon because it resets every 90 days. So don't freak out. It's not a big deal. You need that student ID number we just talked about. You need a username. You know what your password is. And you can always reset there with the user account center.
All right, so this class for you all is only going to meet on Wednesdays. And so if you have a class Monday, Wednesday schedule, come here on Monday, and you look here, we won't. We only meet on Wednesdays. You may have some friends that are in a section on Tuesday. That's because there are 2 separate sections. So some of you will be here on Tuesday and some will be on Wednesday. So it's okay if your friends are coming on a different day. On your schedule, you might see a class that says R, and that just means Thursday. You can't have 2 T's, so that'd be confusing. There's also not a Wednesday, but R is the best thing that you can come up with to represent Thursday. Your breakout instructor's room, again, is on the back side of your racing ticket. You will find out their name as soon as you get to your breakout session. Once the schedule is changed, their name will be on your schedule. There is no book required for this class. We want to keep it as affordable as possible and make it accessible for you. We also know that it's OCTC teaches. The best way for us to teach you about OCTC is to use our own material. And so we will be providing material either through Blackboard, through your breakout instructors, or here in the general session. Now, your breakout instructor may have a specific attendance policy that they have chosen to adopt, but overall, we're talking about college success. We're talking about attending class and showing up. You can't win the race if you don't show up to the race. I can guarantee that's a loss. So, you have to show up. If you do not attend class,
well, there's just a little something I knew, learned from a wizard a while back, and that is, you shall pass! Some of you know that's Gandalf. That's right, that's from Fellowship of the Ring. Always attribute your sources. It's not Dumbledore. No, it wasn't. Okay? It's Gandalf. Don't Google's a hack.
And if you don't know how to cite sources, our sponsor today, the library, has resources to help you write them too. Give them another shout out. If you want to change your schedule, you need to do so ASAP because on Thursday, you have to then give instructor permission to enter a class. So if you're wanting to drop the class and pick up a new one, you really need to do that today and make that decision because tomorrow, then the instructor says yes or no to your wishes. A lot of that is because some of our classes move very quickly. They cover a lot of content at a very expedient rate. And your instructor may think that it's not in your best interest and your best success to start the class late. So if you want to make those schedule changes, you need to do so today, or just be aware that as of tomorrow, you have to have instructor permission to switch classes. You can go to the Start Center, which most of you should have already visited at some point, in order to do that.
One other thing I'd like to mention is somebody might ask, well, so I can just go in and drop this class because, you know, this guy's shouting wizard quotes at me. No, sorry, you're stuck because it's required of all students before they attain sophomore status. So if you want to go in and drop all your classes, then you can do that. But otherwise, you're with us and welcome to FYE 100. You will take the limited paper. Just need to remind you, don't lose it, don't drop it. That green and yellow sheet you have, you will need to take it out to the breakout session today when you credit. You must enter the racing ticket, top 3 of Blackboard to access the pretest. You have to have that. Don't lose that either. You have to take the pretest in Blackboard before Sunday night. Don't forget. You should see your course by tomorrow. If you don't have it by Friday, let me know. You will receive the syllabus in your breakout. You have in front of you a white copy that's a syllabus preview that kind of is global for every breakout section. So it gives you is not the thing that's solid, and it's not what determines your grade in the class. The syllabus you receive from your instructor is what determines your grade in the class. So make sure you get that in your breakout, or your instructor may tell you to go to Blackboard and access it. So both those possibilities. Also, last few things, set up the email on your phone. You can actually set up your ACDCS email to go to your smartphone. There will be a posting in Blackboard where you can learn how to do that if you'd like to learn more. Also, you will be asked to create your Merit profile. You can import this from Facebook, you can import it from LinkedIn, but the main thing I need to tell you today is I'm sending your name up into the Merit cloud today. I have you all rostered, you're ready to go. You will probably receive an email from Merit or meritpages.com before this evening at your KCTCS email. Don't delete it. It's important. You need that for this class. So don't delete the Merit email that you will receive. You should have it by tomorrow at the latest. So watch for it. Set up your profile. Your breakout instructor will talk to you about what they're expecting from you to show that that's complete. Also, as part of the library scavenger hunt, you'll learn where you actually get your student ID. Some of you may already have it. When you get that in the library, you have to bring your OCTC schedule with you. Remember I showed you where you can get that. You can also saw those cards. And a government-issued photo ID so you can get your ID here. That will allow you to scan into events. It'll allow you to get, you said about discounts around town?
Yeah, there's some places, I know Orlando, I like my Target, and Fazoli's, I think has a discount. There's several places around town, you have your college ID, then you'll get the discount. So, if there's nothing else, save some college ID.
Yeah, it's definitely worth it. Last of all, there's a KCTCS app you can install that is very handy on your smartphone. I'm not going to tell you how to do that. If you have a smartphone, you know how to install apps, so I'll leave it at that. There's one more thing I just want to remind you. I don't think it'll happen this time of year, but you also have signed up for what's called SNAP. It's a safety alert messaging system, and so you need to make sure that for SNAP, I think that's anyhow, for SNAP, you will actually receive a message from us if there's a closing or something happening on campus that's going to affect your classes. So if you see a text message or receive a call and they identify themselves as OCTC SNAP, once you hear the first one, you'll know what we sound like every time, and you'll know it's not going to be cranky. So watch for it. Just a reminder, the library scavenger hunt, which you'll see in Blackboard, is your first kind of outside assignment you need to do. It's due before the Labor Day weekend. So kind of plan ahead You have about 2.5 weeks to get this completed. So watch for the library scavenger hunt in Blackboard. Also, one up, Meredith mentioned that before. That is, you may think of something else that we need to know. Let us know what it is. Let your instructor know what it is. So feel free to share, take advantage of breakout instructor and talking about what you're curious about.
Hey,
Really,
guys.
okay,
That's Horace. Horace is my buddy. And, hey, back on Horace. I'm going to be a hater. Horace.
He's a hungry
There's
man.
somebody made him.
Worse than hungry hippo.
Horace is about working smart. So in terms of course spent, courses are actually they work smart. They don't want to work any harder than they have to. And so part of that is course spent and working smart is recognizing that while electronic gadgets are fun and awesome, they don't always work, right? And so in knowing that they don't always work, you might want to plan a little farther ahead and in the last minute to get something done. If you do run into trouble, give yourself time to go to the library. They have a cyber center in there, which has a sea of computers. They have Mac and PC available, where you can go in and troubleshoot any problems that you're having. So work smart and work ahead.
All right, well, so remember, they take time and effort. And I say log into PeopleSoft, log into that student self-service and explore and look around, do it now. You won't have time to do it when things are due later on in the semester. Make sure you invest the time and effort now. It'll make it easier for you, and not only that, probably in like week 7 of this class, you'll be sitting next to someone who'll be asking you about how to do something, and you're going to think to yourself, but you're going to be nice and not say it. That you heard that first week. And that's okay. Invest the time now. Look for what you need to do. Successful students make time and invest the effort up front. So with that, is it about that time? I think it is. It's time to complete the 1-minute paper. We can bring up the last 2 light switches and bring up the little light on them. And watch, the lights are going to come on. This last 2 there. There you go. We're going to start the 1-minute paper timer. You're going to fill that out.
Our side. Go on and touch our side. Sit on the floor.
As you're finishing this out, one thing I'll mention, it's okay to jot down questions for the session, break out instructions, ask about these things. So feel like you can go ahead and fill out parts of it while we're talking. But it is that time now. Before you get up and serve it, let me tell you one more thing. There's some free lemonade outside. Come to the entry office, say thank you. There'll be snacks in the rooms. If you didn't get a t-shirt on the way in, the t-shirts are free and available. Small, middle to large, next to large. There's also a catalog. You can get that over the back. Don't lose your ticket. See you back here next week. We're heading to the breakout session area.
All right, so your breakout session. So we have room on the back of your breaking ticket. So let's go right, y'all.
There's 2 of my names.